always knew I wanted to have a shop and work in shops. As a real young kid, we lived next door to a carpenter who had a very large shop. And so I used to hang out there as a little kid, and so I've always been exposed to woodworking tools. So which tool is my most favorite? Well, that really depends. The short answer is the last tool that I just purchased. I think more importantly, though, are this knowledge and skills to apply the science and engineering of building structures and using the tools to help you accomplish what you set out.
For Scott Simonson, woodworking was not just a hobby.
But I also built my own house. So I first saw this house at the 1995 Home and Garden Show, and we were looking for a house. We had a house in Hudson, and it was getting too small. Our kids were born, and we knew that we were going to outgrow that house, so we started to develop an idea and plans to put a house together. So I bought these plans.
The house, which comprised of 35 pages of plans, was very technical to build and was like a giant, complicated puzzle.
Here's the first floor of the house. The only thing I really changed from the original design is I added a third stall to the garage, and I made this space a little bit larger. And we moved into the house before it was finished. Actually, about 6 months after I started, we had subfloors and not kitchen cabinets, and we kind of built the house around us as we lived in it. So here's a picture of the house in the background of my two kids when they were about 2.5 years old. There's the first level of the house being assembled.
With construction taking about 1.5 years to complete, with Scott doing 75% of the work himself, he says this part was his favorite about the build.
So I don't know if I could say any one particular part was my favorite, except perhaps finishing it and moving in. Every part of this project has been fun and rewarding. The most important part has been all of our family living here and watching my kids enjoy the area. And my kids grew up in construction projects, so maybe they'll be able to use some of these skills in their life down the road.